Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so I already started eating my ice cream, but this is gonna be eating ice cream and reading comments that I commented on the Facebook group that has bipolar. It's bipolar Facebook group. This is ice cream from Burger King. I've tried the McDonald's one and the Burger King one. The Burger King one is more sweet. So I've decided I like this more than the McDonald's one. And it was cheaper for me to buy a bundle meal plus the ice cream rather than buying 2 spicy McChickens from McDonald's and the 2 cheeseburger meal and ice cream. So it's cheaper to just get the bundle from Burger King and then their ice cream. So I'm doing that. I mean, I'm doing that. I already did that. I'm wasting money with Uber Eats because I'm gonna make this episode, and the main part is spending a lot of money that we shouldn't be spending. That should have been for vacation, but like I can't convince her to go on vacation. I'm talking about myself. But yeah, okay. You like my stickers? Very nice. This one, my friend got me this one. Okay. I think you can look for the comments you've made on Facebook. How do I do that though? Save groups, reels, more. How do you do this? Okay, maybe if I click on my profile, settings, privacy, activity log, your live videos you search for, videos you watch, search history, groups you've searched for, comments. Okay, can I click on? There are a lot of comments. Okay. In order to complete my mouth. I know, I'm gonna read the comments, I promise. Okay. March 27th, 2025, January 30th, 2026. Let's see. I commented an anonymous participant's post. What? Hello. What did I do? I didn't mean to click on my profile. I wanted to click on the comment. How do I? Oh, there's a view button. There it is. Okay. A commented system asked, does anyone else have a huge issue with eating out? I feel like I spend a crap ton of money on eating out, and it's taking a huge toll on my budget. Fast food and DoorDash really add up quickly. I'm good at not overspending in other areas, but this is the one area I overspend in big time. I don't know if this is bipolar related or not, but I was curious if any of you have this issue. I was like, yes, me. So I commented, oh my god, Uber Eats is my problem when manic. So that's one post. Please don't make me go back 100. Oh my lord. What did I do? Hold on, it's gonna take me a minute to figure this out, guys. Maybe it would have been settings. How do I do this first time? Your account something? Clearly she don't know what she's doing. Backwards. Okay. Let's go from the bottom. Okay, June 28th, 2026. Okay. I'm gonna sit like this. Ugh. Okay. When I get up, I'm gonna have to fix my pants. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. How far back do we want to go, guys? January 30th. Okay, someone said in the bipolar group, does anyone have any suggestions to stop bad thoughts? And my answer was, acknowledge that they're there. Why do I look like that? Sorry. Acknowledge that they're there and then continue to another activity, channeling your energy elsewhere. That's what I said. Okay. Is it really going to take me back every single time? There has to be a better way to do this. I'm going to Google how to do this. How to go to comments you have made on Facebook. This is melting too fast. Menu and privacy. Actively lock. Menu. Settings and privacy. Actively lock. It's melting. I'm probably gonna put it back in the freezer. Okay. Comments. What if I select it? What does that do? Remove. Can I view? No, okay. I just hope it doesn't make me keep like having to go back and forth. Between posts. Okay. I hope this works and I don't have to keep doing this. Okay. How do you get tested for bipolar disorder? Schedule an appointment with a psychologist. Okay. There are ones that get more intense, like ramen. This is gonna be funner when I keep going. I'm pretty sure I know what discussion is. Something about like, are there any movies with like bipolar representation? And the answer is yes. I don't like this movie. It's called Silver Linings Playbook. I hate the movie. I don't like it at all. It doesn't represent me. But there is a show called Modern Love. On episode 3, there is the lady in that episode has bipolar. Go watch, guys, if you want. Anyways, hold on. Wait. We'll be right back. I'm putting ice in your mouth. It's completely melted in. Not as enjoyable anymore. I'm gonna have to freeze. Okay. Okay. You. I'm singing the if I'm saying words that don't make sense, it's because I'm singing the Olivia Rodrigo song, The Cure, and I just random words in the song. Anyway. Someone asked how you pay for medication. I said if you're in the US, apply for Medicaid. Someone said, when you are finally feeling happy, alive, and energized again after your last post-manic phase. My interest in my hobbies is back. How can you tell if you're stable or manic again? This is a valid question. I think I'm stable. Spending a bit more recently, but that's due to bonuses and overtime earnings. I use that excuse too. We rationalize, you guys. So like, oh, I made more money so I can spend it, blah blah blah. No, don't spend it. You're literally gonna rationalize and spend it on dumb things, in my experience. I don't even know I have the hoodie and the hijab on. Like, I don't know. Should I take it off? I don't know, but like, okay. Anyways, let me finish reading this. I think I'm stable, spending a bit more recently. Oh, I said that. Due to bonuses and overtime earnings. Went shopping for 2 books, but bought 4. Am I getting carried away? I've got savings. No big splurges. What else do you look for in mania? According to her, like, experience, like, it doesn't sound like she's necessarily manic or not, because, like, just bought 4 books, and you can't, that specific activity alone I can't tell her if she's manic from that. So I said, track your mood and symptoms every day. That'll tell you where you're at. Okay. Okay, someone said, how many of you that have bipolar 1 don't get depression on its own? After speaking to someone else last night on a different post, I'm curious as to how many, or is it uncommon as people say, or is it as uncommon as people say? I said, I have all of them. Mania, hypomania, mixed episodes, and episodes of depression. However, I will say my episodes of just pure depression are not super common right now. I've been cycling between mania, hypomania, and mixed episodes for the past 8 months. At the least. I have rapid cycling, hence the many episodes, but I understand what you were talking about. Haven't had a pure depressive episode in a while. Okay. That's what I said. Okay. Someone said, I experienced my first episode of psychosis. It was not like what I have read or seen in the media. I always thought the hallucinations would be obvious and the voices would be subtle. That was not my experience, and now I'm anxious about ever experiencing it again. Is it normal for the grip with reality to slip back and forth? There were moments that I knew what was real and what was not, and moments I had no idea. Is that normal, or is real psychosis you are completely in it and don't know you're there? I said, it can be either. You can either be aware, completely unaware, or partially aware. But for a full-blown psychotic episode, you usually aren't. So that's that one. I think I commented that this is so cool on a drawing. This one is about medication. Someone said, tell me a sleeping pill that keeps you why can't I read it? Why can't I read anymore? Tell me a sleeping pill that keeps you asleep at night. All night. I mean, someone said Seroquel, typing, that's the same thing. And I replied to that person. I said, I second that. I'm prescribed it for the mania. It helps me sleep. Okay, this person said, I just need a hug. And I responded and I was like, sometimes I feel that would calm me down in an episode, ground me. Not a lot of people hug me, and like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like each person, I mean, I know each person is different, but like, I never know when I'm supposed to hug someone, or like, when they're supposed to hug me, or like, I guess we're not supposed to do anything, but like, maybe my friends aren't huggative. That's not a word. I'm gonna make that a word. Anyways, huggative works. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. One of my friends hugs me, and then the others don't. And like, sometimes I see them hugging their other friends, and then I wonder, am I the problem? Do people assume I don't want to be hugged, and that's the problem? But how do you assume that? Like, you never asked. You hug other people, but you don't hug me, and you don't ask if I want to be hugged. I don't know. I guess I give off a vibe that I don't want to be hugged. I didn't know that was a thing. I have no clue. Someone tell me why in the comments. Anyways, back to this. Someone said, I've been having really bad anger flashes at my boyfriend and nobody else. He's the person I'm closest to, and he really doesn't do anything wrong. Just certain things like not cleaning out the car, and little miscommunications keep happening, and I rage out mad over things I shouldn't be raging mad over. Things I shouldn't be raging mad over. I need to read that right with our punctuation. Anybody else target a person and get anger flashes? I have never. Okay, before I'm gonna keep saying before December, because December destroyed me. December and every single month after that, I've done things that I've never done before. But like, December was the month that was like, so bad. I don't think I had no control over anything that I did in December. But anyways, in that episode and other, proceeded to other episodes because I have rapid cycling, and like, I've just been constant episodes since December, you guys, and I know it's ridiculous. This is June freaking, what day is it? 30th. Anyways, the past episode, like the one I'm in and the one before, I guess it's the same episode, it never ended. I think it's the mixed episode, or like the one with the one where it was manic too. I think both of them. But anyways, my friend that I was closest to, that was bipolar, I started just being angry at them for no reason, and like just finding reasons to be angry at them. So like, it was horrible, because like, I was just constantly mad at them for no reason at all, and like, I was having such a hard time because things that never bothered me started bothering me and became a problem, and like, I'd make arguments, I guess. At a certain point, I knew that, like, I figured out that the anger, or that being mad thing, that it was never about them, and I needed to distance myself from them, so I did that. So I didn't talk to them every day. I would talk to them less, or maybe less every day, because I knew I was angry, and it's not their fault, even though my brain tells me like something small they did makes me angry. Not necessarily. Or if there is something that like it's normal for me to be upset about, it will like exasperate it. It would be like 100 times more serious, like more emotional. Anyway, so I said in the comment, yes, it's the person I'm closest to and talk to daily. They are in the realm of fire. Every little thing that never bothered me becomes a problem, and I'll make problems and have arguments. I hate that symptom, you guys. It's horrible. I feel like a horrible friend. It's so annoying. I hate it. Okay. Someone said, I was worried my friend is mad at me because I had to cancel last minute. I was supposed to have plans with my friend on Sunday, but on Saturday I barely slept. Friday night so I felt very bipolar mixed manic. I canceled on my friend Saturday afternoon for Sunday. I canceled because I was afraid of my friends seeing me bipolar. I sent a text thanking him for being understanding and how I felt bad, and he didn't say anything, just brushed over it and answered my question about upcoming events and times to meet, since he said he's going to some events and that I can go with him. We've been friends for 4 years, if that's any context. I just hate being bipolar. My mom says I did the right thing by canceling. I just didn't want anyone to see I had bipolar, so I felt like I needed to protect myself. I'm worried I lost a friend. Do you think I also did the right thing? I have the same problem. It's gone better. Where has it gone better? I don't know. But my problem is when I run an episode and it's more severe, or like the symptoms are obvious, I tend to isolate. I don't want people to see me manic. I'm okay with them seeing me depressed, but not manic. I don't want them to see. I just don't want them to see it. I just isolate, and I don't talk to people unless they're in my bipolar group. I talk to them sometimes. But like other people, I can't meet up with them because I'm manic and I'm hiding it. But I need to not isolate, and I need to like. The other thing is, I hate trying to explain myself to people who don't have bipolar, and it's so annoying. It's like, I get it, educate them, and like, that's good, it's helpful, whatever, to know someone with that experience. But I don't want to talk about very specific symptoms, and it's one specific symptom that I don't want to talk about, and people are going to have follow-up questions. So I just avoid the conversation altogether. But anyways, I think we shouldn't avoid it. But this is why I commented back. I don't think you've lost a friend. They were answering your question about upcoming events and times to meet. That's them trying to hang out again. I think if you didn't hang out because you needed a break, that's valid. I also understand not wanting to be around friends in an episode. I tend to isolate. But I still think you should be around others. Just be conscious of what you say. I think it's beneficial to have support. Also, you can always ask clarifying questions. You could ask, are we good? Are you upset with me? Are you upset we didn't meet up? And go from there. I hope your anxiety settles. And then the person responded to me and said, it's hard to be conscientious when you're in the middle of a mixed episode. And I said, yes, I know it's hard, lol. I'm in an episode 2. I try my best to have certain conversations and avoid others. Just kind of slow down before I say something. I have a problem where I find things to argue with people about. Things that don't usually bother me start to bother me when I have mania. But also, if you mess up, just taking accountability and saying you're sorry goes a long way. Okay. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more comments. Sorry, guys. Alright. How do you know when you're manic? Did I got piercings, tattoos, and dye my hair because I like it or because I'm manic? That sentence was grammatically wrong. How long is this going to last? I'm scared of crashing. This is what I said. I said, doing all of those things within a short period of time and without much thought seems like manic symptoms. The impulsivity is a big clue. Acting out of your norm and more confidence than usual. Someone said, I have recently been diagnosed with bipolar. I'm not entirely sure if it's 1 or 2. My psychiatrist never clarified. However, I'm leaning more towards bipolar 2. She's given me a choice between lamotrigine or lithium, but told me to go home and research both. Can anyone help me with pros and cons? I have no idea, and I'm scared, kind of scared. Someone commented under the comments, I went from bipolar 2 to 1 after being on lithium. I blame lithium for my manic episodes as well as being on antidepressants. That comment, you guys, I was just like, nothing about that comment is science or real, except for the last part where it says that antidepressants can cause a manic episode. They can trigger a manic episode. But the other parts are so wrong. You can't. Lithium does not cause a freaking manic episode. No, it can't. Also, oh my god, this part. You cannot go from bipolar to one, not three. Oh my god, I read this wrong. Oh my god, I'm a horrible person. She said, I went from bipolar 2 to 1 a year after being on lithium. I said you can't go from bipolar 1 to 2. Can I edit my comment? And I said the other way around. Yes, if you have bipolar 2, you have mania, depression, mixed episode. When you have a manic episode, you move to bipolar 1. Having a manic episode classifies you to bipolar 1. Oh my god, I feel like a horrible person. I didn't read it right. Oh! I did read it right. She fixed her comment. She commented after. Because she said I went from bipolar 1 to 2 a year after being on lithium. And then later on she edited her comment. Thank God I wasn't crazy and I was reading it wrong and accusing people of being wrong. She said on the bottom, I beg your pardon, I meant 2 to 1. Thank you for pulling me up. I had to because, like, people are going to be confused. Don't, like, educate people on the wrong thing. But yeah. There's that. I did comment on lithium and lamotrigine, how they work as well. I don't see the comment where I wrote it, but I'll tell you guys where I wrote. Lamotrigine is mainly good for depression. Lithium is mainly good for mania. You can be on both at the same time. And also, you need to monitor both. Lamotrigine at the beginning for a severe Johnson rash, and lithium for toxicity. If you do not hydrate, do not get on lithium. If you don't drink water, don't get on lithium because it can become very toxic very quickly. Hydration is very important. I personally said not to take lithium because I know I won't drink water and it's going to become toxic and I'm going to end up in the hospital. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright. Someone said... So I've never said out loud... I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this, but I'm never gonna address this more than it is right now. So I've never said out loud that I'm hypersexual, which I think I can attribute to being bipolar, and I want to talk to my therapist about it, but I really like him, and the stuff I'm going to say, I don't want him to judge me. I don't know anyone talk about this with their therapist. I responded with, you sound like me when I first started talking about my mania. I was ashamed of the things I did. I told my therapist they don't judge. They understand it's your mania. That's as far as I'm going with that one. Okay. Alright, this one, someone said, is anyone else here 18 of 25? I feel like I'm the only one medicated so young and it sucks. I said, I'm 22, I was diagnosed at 19, started bipolar meds then. You're not alone. And then there's a bunch of other comments about people that diagnosed young and like been taking medications for a while. And then that was it. Those were all the comments. Oh my god, I'm so sorry this video is so freaking long. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Comment what other videos you guys want to see about bipolar. This is fun reading the comments. I need to comment more. I enjoy commenting on the bipolar post because I like educating people. I like psychoeducation, and I like helping people. I like helping people learn things, and I want to help people not feel alone and understand that other people have the same thing. And it also makes me feel less alone because We all have similar symptoms, different severity, but similar symptoms. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go eat my ice cream now. Bye.